Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 6th to the 12th, 2021. I do want to genuinely thank you so much for joining me, but I want to remind you as always to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Starseed Oracle deck. And keep in mind as we move forward with the reading, this is a general intuitive read. Weekly read for the sign of Virgo. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, and make sure to check your other placements, the other readings for your other placements within your chart for more messages. You just never know. I'm going to do one more shuffle this way. It feels like a week where like little things may just irritate you. My door behind me to the bedroom is opening and shutting due to the wind, and it's just irritating me, and it did not happen at least as much in the other readings so far today. All right, so let's see for Virgo for the 6th to the 12th of September, 2021, of course. All right, so we have You're Not For Everyone, Embrace Your Weirdness, Face Your True North, as well as Deep Cellular Healing. It feels like in a level of emotional and maybe even physical healing is taking place for Virgo throughout this week. You might have been through something really emotionally damaging or just a struggle recently that has left you feeling a bit depleted, or just your emotions are a bit all out of sort. It's an overall vibe so far with the readings for the week in general, but just don't be surprised if you're going through your own individual healing throughout the 7 days. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So throughout the week, you're going to find yourself being reminded, or just it'll be very apparent that you're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay, right? You might find that you're too slow paced for certain people, or you just want to move. If you're completely opposite to that, you might want to be moving at a quicker pace than certain people around you. Or you just find that people who you once upon a time had a lot of commonalities with, you don't have as much in common with them anymore, right? As you change and grow and they do just the same. Feeling like you're reminded that you're not meant to be friends or acquaintances with everybody, and that's okay. It's a week where you'll be pushed to by the universe to embrace who you are, your weird side, your unique side, and your analytical side as well. You got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And so I feel like there's going to be a huge focus this week for Virgos on the relationships, the connections you have in your life, and you decide to either bring back or create moving forward. And for some people who you've had with you for a while, there's a need to develop a level of boundaries. For some of you, it's a person that you just met recently, and you're like, okay, I know myself pretty well at this point, or I'm getting to that point. So now I know how to sort of, due to past relationships, connections that didn't go as well as they could have, I know when to sort of instill these boundaries, to put them into place. And I'm going to do so. For some of you, you need to remember to do so in a polite, sort of mature way. Please don't take that offensively. Just remembering to just, do what you have to, but there's no need to do it in a frustrated kind of way, right? And for some people, you'll find it will be very obvious throughout the week as to who has a very codependent kind of way of moving through your connection with them. Interesting. Or it might be apparent other people who are very codependent with each other, and it may not be directly connected to you. All right? So we're going to continue by doing some shuffling and pulling 5 tarot cards from the Mermaid Tarot deck. One more shuffle this way. Feels like a very magical week, very healing as well, once again. Magically healing for Virgo to continue for the week of the 6th to the 12th. Okay, I'm going to pull them right from the top. All right, so almost pulled the last one, but that would have been 6, Justice to begin. So throughout the week, you're going to find there's a huge focus on your lack of justice in your situation, or feeling like there's a relationship or a connection that you want a level of justice from. For some of you, it's an ex or a friend that didn't work out. It's interesting because the sixth card was going to be the death card, as well as the Three of Cups at the bottom. So we need to celebrate and be one with certain balance, certain endings and new beginnings that take place moving forward. But feeling like you're just rethinking or sort of mulling over things, at times being sent back to the past mentally, very nostalgic, to think about how certain connections came to an end or certain situations came to an end and why that happened. Please don't overthink them, right? Learn from it, grow from it, and let's move back to the present moment where you're thinking as well about gaining a level of justice and balancing out the scales for yourself with what you have at the present time and what you will moving forward. Feeling as if a lot of you are learning a lot of new skill sets moving forward, or will be put in a situation where you have to. That felt like a very random point to mention. But moving on to the Ace of Pentacles. And so as you move forward, you're going to find yourself given a new opportunity to make money, or a new opportunity to sort of, which will cost you money. Whichever one pertains to you. For some of you Virgos, it's both. It just feels like something you will naturally feel inclined to overthink or to utilize your analytical mind in the wrong way. So just try to simplify things and trust what you feel within, what you've learned over time. And it just feels as if you will be reminded that you're loved, right, by the universe, that you are given this opportunity to purchase something that's important to you or to make more money because you deserve it, because you've worked hard, because it's just, it'll feel like this is part of the healing process, okay? And moving forward, we have the Seven of Wands. Some of you might stumble upon a bit of money in your account or just on the ground, and it will just be like, okay, all right, maybe things will work out. This seems like a good sign, a bit of luck. Seven of Wands. And so you're going to find that as you move through the week, at certain points, people are coming at you, whether it's to point out certain insecurities within you or certain details of a situation, feeling like a lot of people are depending on you for this or that, or just feeling like a lot of opinions and gossip is coming at you. Going back to the You Got the Love card, needing to instill more boundaries within certain connections or a situation, feeling like a lot of people are depending on you for this or that, but it could be just way too much on top of all the healing you're going through and on top of all that you're just trying to sort through and decide. You'll see a lot of sevens throughout the week. Look up the spiritual meaning for it, whether it's 1 7, 2 7s, or 3 7s. There is a message for you, okay? Moving on, we have the Two of Cups. Again, there's a big focus on relationships and connections this week for Virgos. A lot of you being sent back to the past mentally and thinking about a connection, maybe a relationship that did not work out. Why is that, right? Don't overthink it, but there's something you need to remember, because it feels like you just got into a new connection, whether it's a relationship or a friendship, or you're about to in the near future on the horizon, and there's something you need to remember from that connection that didn't work out. Right? It's not to make you overthink it, so that you can do this the right way this time around. Or for some of you, you're thinking about getting back with somebody you used to be with. Just tread carefully. Beyond with the Justice card, it feels like a lot of you are moving through the week thinking about your level of justice from a past connection, but needing to kind of put that aside as you move into new connections or make the best out of current ones, given that it's not going to assist you with any sort of obstacles you have to overcome with this other individual or multiple people, okay? I'm excited for the Virgos throughout the week who end up getting together with somebody new. It's exciting. King of Pentacles. That could also serve as a level of healing, feeling like you're starting something new. There's a level of hope that comes over you, and maybe even the other person. So you make your way through the week, and it feels like even, especially at the end, there's this level of confidence, but feeling very serious. Excuse me, you might feel as if there's a lot going on in your head, within your heart. The healing process is just taking a lot out of you to a certain extent. It may not leave you with an immense amount of energy, but thinking thoroughly about your finances, your career. All the meanwhile, there's just a big push and a focus from the universe on your relationships and connections and who you want to wrap yourself up with moving forward. All the meanwhile being sent back to the past, here and there throughout the week. But being on with the Ace of Pentacles, it's you being pushed by the universe to stay confident, to stay strong and independent, hopeful when beginning this new financial beginning for yourself, or making certain purchases that are important to you. And to remember that you don't need to second guess things. Just look within for that intuition, the answers you have within you. And again, learn from what you've been through, the ups and downs and lefts and rights. You've got this, okay? It also just feels like part of the reason why you're so overly serious or uptight and need to release certain tensions in your body is because of all of the people coming at you, or maybe drama or opinions flowing towards you. You just wanting to protect your inner peace to a certain extent. For some of you, feeling like there's not much inner peace left. So a need to do what you can, implement self-care, take a moment, step back, and be within your own hermit energy to regain that peace within, okay? And so we're going to finish off this beautiful reading by pulling a couple messages from the Angel Answers deck. All right, for Virgo to wrap up this lovely weekly read. I just feel like, especially at the end of the week, it could feel a little bit messy. All right, perfect. Compromise. So there may be a situation where you will be thinking back to when you had to compromise, or they had to, or whoever you're getting together with or will be in the near future, you need to compromise. Don't be so headstrong, I feel the need to say. Please don't take that offensively. But it's also perfect timing when you do start a new connection, okay? Or begin a new job. And the situation will improve. Whatever situation throughout the week feels overwhelming or a bit difficult, a little on edge, especially with the Seven of Wands card, do be patient with oneself and those energies around you, that situation, because there's a reminder that will come in maybe multiple times throughout the week that it will improve, okay? But with meditation bringing answers, you're going to be pushed to do a level of meditation, or just, again, implement more self-care, where you will find yourself wanting to be alone at times to find those answers, or to remind yourself of the answers you already have discovered over time. To remember that step by step, you'll figure it out, you'll get there as you meet new people, start new situations, and just make your way towards a level of success that you deserve. All right? So Virgo, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.